What's good, my man of society? It is your host with the most, Shadow Low, back at you with another video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and are subscribed to the channel. It's absolutely free. That is how you help my channel get into the algorithm. Highly appreciate you. Go ahead and do that. Now, what I wanted to get into was something I was asked, right? But I had already made a video on my other channel about this, right? But, I kind of like, the video was about multiple things, right? But here we're just going to discuss, what I was asked, right, what is my thoughts on the Raza, Hispanics, saying the N-word, right? Saying, the disrespectful term, about, blacks, right? Now, I am a firm believer that nobody should use that word, not even blacks, right? Because it is an offensive word that was created to dehumanize these individuals, to make them, less than everybody else, right? It was a disrespectful term. So therefore, I feel like no one should use it, right? Including blacks themselves, right? Because there is a lot of black people who don't like when people say the N-word, including their own, right? They feel like even their own shouldn't say it. Now, when people come on here and they say that, it's the way they talk, it's just the way they talk, it's not true, because if it is the way they talk, then it would come out fluently, like when they're talking to their parents, their boss, or anybody like that, right? But they don't call them that, right? Because they watch what they say, right? Because that is not how they talk, right? If you're able to put yourself on check, then that's not how you talk, right? You put yourself on check because you know that term is disrespectful and these people will get offended, whether it's your parents or your boss or whatever, right? So you don't use those terms, in those, situations, right? So therefore, that is not how you talk, right? What it is that you care for those people's respect. You don't want to disrespect them, and you don't care about these other people's respect and how they might view it, right? Or if you're disrespecting them, you don't care for their respect, so being disrespectful. There's no other way to slice it, right? Now, I believe that a lot of individuals say it because I feel like a lot of times rap influences them, right? Their favorite rappers, their favorite celebrity or actor or whatever, right, says the word, so they emulate, these people that they admire, right? Especially when it comes to music, right? You know what I mean? It's their favorite artist, and artists and people like that, they trend, right? So they're popular, they're famous, right? So people always want to, emulate what's popular and what's hip, what's, in. They want to be a part of the hip crowd, right? Like they want to be a part of the trends, right? They don't want to feel left behind, right? Especially when we're talking about youth, right? Young individuals, especially like during high school, right? Or middle school, they want to be part of the cool crowd, right? So they start, mimicking, whatever they see, to be cool. And 9 times out of 10, it's always music, right? So if their favorite artists are saying it, of course they're going to be saying it too, right? There's a reason why, certain terms like give me some skin or that's fly. There's a reason why people don't use those terms no more, why nobody hears it no more, because nobody says it, including, celebrities, right? Celebrities don't say it, and that's the reason why these individuals don't say it, right? I guarantee you, if their idols will stop using the N-word, then people will stop hearing the N-word and they wouldn't be said, right? But as long as that word is around, issues are still going to be around, and you're still going to have problems and negativity, right? And situations that are going to pop off, because there is people that are going to get offended. I am aware that some people are cool and some people are raised with blacks and stuff like that. Feed me, you know what I mean? So was I. I have homies that are black, from my barrio too, right? But I don't say it, right? Even though, there's homies from mine that say the N-word, right? And obviously, I know when homies say the N-word, I know what they mean. It's like saying, like, what's up, dog, or what's up, homie, and shit like that, right? So I understand what they mean, so I don't get offended, right? Because I understand that they're calling you, like, like how people say, what up, bro, and shit like that, right? So I get, what they mean when they say it, right? They're not looking to disrespect you. But like I said, you might offend other people, right? So it's just better, it's better not even to use it, like there's no point of why to use it. Like, because like I said, you could be, insulting other people like that, right? You're putting another race down, even though that's not your intention. That's how some individuals are going to see it and take it and view it, right? And especially if, you know, you have kids now, you know, you're going to be influencing your kids to keep saying it and keep the cycle going, right? It's just not a good thing to say, right? And I noticed that more, you know, younger, you know, people say it, right? Because you see even older black people don't use the term, right? You'll hear it mostly come out of the younger ones, right? Or like the 20s, mid-20s and stuff like that, right? um like I said, bro, it's just a disrespectful term, you know. It's just, you know, a lot of people feel some type of way, so it's like there's really no need on why to say it, right? So I feel like nobody should use it. um Now, like I said, I don't believe so much that people say it because they're trying to be black. Like people say, like, oh, they're disgracing their culture, or they're not proud of their culture. You know, that they're trying to imitate them. I don't think that they're trying to be black. What I think it is that they're trying to be cool. They're trying to be, you know, hip. They're trying to be what's popping. You know what I mean? They want to be, you know, seen as like, you know, somebody who knows, you know, what's happening, right? That's how people talk. That's how they're gonna take it. You know, that's why they do what they do. They're trying to be cool. They're just trying to fit in. You know, so I feel like that's the reason more of why people say it. Not so much that they're trying to be black, right? But they're just trying to be cool, right? It's like slang talk that people use. But like I said, in all true reality, it's a disrespectful term. And like I said, if you're not of that ethnicity, you shouldn't even be saying it. You know, in general, right? Um, because like I said, if it really was cool for you to say it and stuff like that, then you'll say it when you're around black people you don't know, but you won't, right? Because they're gonna take it some type of way, right? So even if the ones you hang around with, you know, say it's all good, you know, you already be knowing how it goes, right? When you're around people that don't know you, it's gonna be some issues, right? So in general, then, you know, why even go down that right? Why even be using it then? You know what I mean? But overall, that's just my opinion. That's just how I see things. At the end of the day, you know, people could, you know, talk and be however the hell they choose, right? You know, I could only worry about my life, can't worry about others, right? But in my personal opinion, that's just how I see it and view it, right? I believe that no one should say it, but what do you guys think? Leave your opinions in the comments. Shadow, we out.